Alright, I'm going to be doing another backtesting video today. Today I'm going to be trying to do kind of like a challenge where I'm just going to be backtesting until I lose a day. So let's start off by going to AM. Alright, let's open up ES. Alright. Alright, so what am I seeing here? Looks like we're really bearish here, delivering from a daily and just ripping lower. Is there any sort of key level? Maybe this weekly intermediate low we could be going to. And then we have this 4-hour intermediate or 4-hour gap above us. It looks like we're displacing down, so we're probably trying to trade towards this low right here. Right. Let's see how we play out. No real key levels, so I'm not really looking to take a trade until we sweep out one of these key levels. Let's just get around on the 5-minute. Okay. So right here, we swept out a 1-hour intermediate high, tapped into this 1-hour gap above as well, and we're also within a 4-hour. So from here, this would be good for some shorts if we get some good structure here. We had a 4-minute gap here, but I don't want to see that gap get closed through. Alright, so right here, we end up closing through and inversing that gap, but I don't really think now is the greatest time to be entering. Yeah, it looks pretty choppy this day. Doesn't look like there's really anything to take. And yeah, that's 11. Alright. Next day, let's see where we're at. So we have this big daily intermediate low down here. And then we obviously have our high right here. Let's kind of just see how we open up first. Ooh. Do we hit a key level? 15-minute? Okay, so we sweep out this 15-minute intermediate high right here. And then we have this low resistance below us as well. Nice little 1-minute inversion right here. So I think I'd be down to take this right here. What can we target? Maybe this 1-hour intermediate low right here. I think this would be a pretty solid trade. 1.99 RR. Oh. Okay. All right. So that's our first win. And then after that, we've swept out this 1-hour intermediate low. So let's see what kind of reaction we get from there. Looks like we're going back up. We have this 3-minute inversion right here that we just got. I'm not gonna lie, I can see this playing out as well. I'm down to try this out. At least up to this high, because that's a 15-minute intermediate high, and we're delivering from this 1-hour intermediate high right here. And overall, it's like a little PDI where we get this accumulation. We did get that manipulation and distribution, but I feel like after this manipulation here and this displacement, we can honestly probably take out that high again. So let's try this. Okay. Yeah. All right. So that's one more. Now we sweep out that 15-minute. I'm not gonna lie, I think overall we're. Do we go higher here? Maybe we go up towards this high. there honestly probably was a cont right here as well. We tapped into that 5 minute, this 1 minute inversion, but the inversion did take out these highs, so it's not really the greatest. Skip around on the 5 minute a little bit. Oh. Alright, so we end up taking out that high, trading higher. Tap into a 5 minute right here. Not really any great inversion. And now we're past 11. Alright. On to the next day. Let's look on the daily. Looks like we're trading towards this previous day high right here. Delivering from this daily gap. So honestly, we could be continuing higher here. If I want to take a continuation, I would probably want to see us hit this 1 hour right here. Alright, let's see. Alright, so right here we tap into that gap. Oh. I'm not the biggest fan of this, but I mean, this might be something that plays. But I'm just not the biggest fan of it. Yeah. Okay, now this looks a little better. It's probably a 30-second right here. Yeah. I'd be down to take this 30-second. So what do we have? We're delivering from this daily gap right here. I believe this is also a new week opening gap that we filled as well. And then we just have tons of low resistance built up right here. So, and then we have unfilled 5 minute, or we have a 5 minute intermediate high right here. So honestly, the trade would probably look something like this. Nice little rebalance play. And yeah, I think I'd be down to take this. This gap should hold and send us lower. Alright. Yeah. Alright. Nice little mech model right there. Now that we are tapped in. Honestly, this probably might go back and take that high out. Do get an SMT. Yeah. Honestly, this 30-second cont right here wasn't terrible. Could have taken it around here, targeted this, closed at the SMT for a nice little win as well. Wow. Yeah, we're kind of just within a chop here, so I'm not really the biggest fan of anything within this range. Kind of broke out of the range a bit. Swept out 15-minute intermediate low. That's about it though. Tapped into this discounted 5 minute. Oh, honestly, this probably takes out this high. Does it? Yeah, it's just a little too choppy for me, but it does play out. So we did get that resweep right there. Did we inverse it? Oh, we barely don't inverse it. So technically a 30-second here wasn't terrible, but then again, look at this price action. Not something I want to be a part of. All right. Next day here. Let's look on the 4 hour. How are we looking? Okay, so we're tapped into this 4 hour gap right here. So we could be continuing lower from this gap. But honestly, we'll just have to see how price plays. We do have a news candle right here, and I find a lot of the times when we have these big news gaps, we'll get a trade into this gap, and then we'll get like a long from there. So that's probably what I want to look for, just from like experience wise. Like I find that plays out a lot. Okay, why is this not playing? All right. Let's see. So I'm looking for is a trade down lower into this 15-minute gap, and then a long off of that. Come on, bro. Okay, there we go. Right there, we tap into it. ES does not tap into it. However, it is inside of a 5-minute. We have a 1-minute gap. Yeah, we have a 1-minute gap. That's it. Okay, we trade down lower. Maybe ES taps into the 15. Yeah. Now that ES has tapped into the 15, if we get an inversion here, we have all this low resistance here as well. I'd feel pretty good for a long here. Highest time frame inversion. Have to go for this 4-minute. Honestly, it's 9:51. It's still pretty early in the session. This volatility probably takes us to this. So I think I'm going to go ahead and take this 3-minute here, even though we do have a 4-minute. We have a 5-minute gap. Okay. Yeah, so we do have this 4-minute, but we kind of ripped through it. And we have this 3-minute inversion. And to me, like, this is most likely going to play out. And look at how ES is trading right now. Like, we're just clearly super bullish. I just don't see a reason to have to wait for that 4-minute. Okay, so ES ends up taking the high there. Okay. So that's another trade where we tapped into. Within this 4-hour now, maybe price wants to draw towards this unfilled 1-hour up here. But we do have an SMT, so we don't actually need to hit it. Okay, but if we edge it like this, I would much rather we hit it. Yeah. All right, now that we hit this level, maybe we get something from here. No great structure here that I really like. I mean, we're really clearly bullish here. You most likely want to go up to this previous day high. But do I think right here is going to be a rebalance? We have this unfilled 5 right here. We did that. We don't have the inversion yet. Oh, I just don't see this carrying out for a 1-to-1, even if it does play. Yeah, no reason to be long against the trend or shorting against the trend there. Skip around to the 5-minute. All right, it's 11. Next day. Our first thing I see, we have low resistance below us. We are tapped into this 4-hour here, so if this starts delivering upwards, which it looks like it has been a little bit, we're most likely displacing up towards this high. Tapped into a 15-minute, tapped into a 30-minute. Kind of chopping a little bit here. I kind of do like this reaction here. Is there a 30-second? Yeah, I think I'm going to take this 30-second here. So what do? We just tapped into this unfilled 1-hour here. And we are still overall delivering from a 4-hour. Is there a daily as well? Kind of. We're delivering from a 4-hour right here. We got a pullback into this 1-hour. So I can potentially see us trading down even lower. I think we at least trade down to this swing low right here. at the, yeah, this little 1 minute swing low. I can see us trading down to here. I think I want to try this. Okay. Nice, nice, nice. All right. Potentially we do draw towards this 1 hour, but I mean, that was already a good amount of R, so there's no real need to look for something that low. Generating some more low resistance. Don't have any sort of gap opening up though. 10 opens lower. There's no key levels to really be paying attention to. Do we go higher here? Yeah, I was assuming we take out this high, but I mean, I don't see any key level that I would feel confident enough to take a long off of. Okay, we do end up taking out this high. So I don't like that reaction. Yeah, these candles are not really the cleanest, not really what I want to see when I'm looking for an inversion. Tap into a 5 minute right here. Oh, how much do I really like this though? Do we have the 5 minute? We don't have a 5 minute here. Do you have the 4 minute? We do have this 1 minute inversion right here on ES. I really like this, the way we close on this candle. We have low resistance below as well. I think I'm willing to try this. Just go for a little 1-to-1 and go break even at this low. I think I'll try this. I just really like how we close there. Wow. That's crazy. Well, I mean, I guess that's that. I mean, overall, this trade doesn't look too bad, right? We have all this low resistance. We have these imbalances right here. Maybe a little choppy, but overall, like, we're still delivering from this 1 hour. Displace down lower, open up a 5 minute gap, trade into the 5 minute gap, and then get this nice reaction out of it. Well, I guess we are kind of within a bit of a choppy range here, but I like this low resistance here, and I was confident that at least this low was going to get taken out here. So, yeah, I don't think it's a bad loss, to be honest. But, I mean, yeah, I mean, I'm perfectly okay with that. I mean, how are we looking? We took 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 wins before we took a loss. I mean, it's not bad. I think maybe the next time if I try to do this, I'll try to be a little slower and more careful, because I might have avoided trading within this chop. But I mean, it is what it is. But I guess this was a good start to like a sort of challenge like this. But yeah, I'm gonna end it there.